Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. WBC champion Deontay Wilder has turned up the heat on his heavyweight division rivals ahead of his fight with Tyson Fury in Los Angeles on December the 1st. That's at the Staples Center. So I'll work through some of the best statements that Wilder has made in his media call 2 weeks out from fight night. So we'll start with his preparations, his views on Tyson Fury, what he's been doing, the bringing in of Freddie Roach, his thoughts on that, and then I'll get to some comments that Wilder has made about Anthony Joshua, and they were made after getting a question about will the winner of the Wilder and Fury fight be the best in the world. A bit to get through, so let's crack into it. Buckle in. Let's go. As we know, Deontay Wilder's been training in Alabama ahead of his upcoming fight. He's had multiple sparring partners in camp. This camp's been going on for several weeks now. These partners have come in from around the world, including Ivan Deichko, Michael Polite Coffey, Junior Farr, and Malik Scott. None apart from Deichko are as big as Fury, but they have attempted to mimic Fury's style and movement, that sort of herky-jerky style. The rationale from trainer Jay Diaz was he wanted to have athletic fighters in camp as opposed to taller and slower fighters, as he felt it would be in Wilder's best interest serve Wilder better in his preparations. Someone that could be as athletic, rangy, move similar to how Fury may move, even if a bit smaller than Fury. How successful it has been, it won't be known until fight night, but Wilder says it has served him well.
This has been an amazing camp for me. The guys that chosen to come into this camp has given me great looks. I'm definitely over-prepared for this fight. It means everything to me. This is my time to shine. This is my come-out party. Somewhere I'm supposed to have been a long time ago due to different difficulties and different things up in the sport and in my life, allowed me not to have such things. But we can't talk about the past because it's now. This is the future. This is the present, and I can't wait.
In the run-up to this fight, the WBC champion, he's spoken about his December 1st fight being his time to shine, his moment to prove to the world what he's all about. And you can hear it through some of these comments through this video. He's almost preaching, and he wants to prove the doubters, he wants to prove the haters wrong, prove that he is the best, and he says he will be the best. And Wilder says his confidence is sky high heading into this fight.
I don't care what man that I may face come December the 1st. If it wasn't Tyson Fury, it can be anyone. No one is going to beat me on this special occasion, on this special day. I don't care who it is. No one. This is what I've been waiting on. This is who I do it for my children. Ain't no single man is going to be able to come in and be able to do nothing.
And on Fury himself, the challenge that he will pose, the Gypsy King, 6'9", lineal champion, Wilder says whatever is in front of him, he'll be able to deal with and get the win.
Everybody may have some type of special ability about them, but if you can't use your powers, then you're useless. I don't care how big he is. I don't care how well he moves. I'm 40-0 with 39 KOs. I'm very experienced. I'm like one of the most experienced heavyweights in this division. I don't care what Fury's going to bring. There's nothing that this man is going to be able to do. I've fought awkward fighters. I've fought big fighters too. When you possess a certain source of power, you don't worry about a lot of things, man, because you already know what you possess it. And when it comes to me, I got the killer instinct. I got the most fear, the most dangerous killer instinct is the boxing game. No one have a mindset like me.
Certainly, Wilder is fronting a very cavalier attitude here. And while he is trying to big up himself, big up his abilities, I have no doubt that countless hours have gone into studying Fury, looking for weaknesses to exploit. They've been trying to work him out, ways to break him down and ways to beat him. There is no doubt a fight plan in place. Wilder's not just going to go in there and try to do his thing. He'll be very cognizant of what Fury will be looking to do and how he will be looking to do it. So no stone would have gone unturned in this camp to prepare for Tyson Fury. And if Wilder wasn't concerned with how Fury fights and what he brings, etc., Why were they bringing in sparring partners to mimic Tyson Fury? They were looking to prepare for Tyson Fury, clearly. So the bravado and the bluster from Wilder certainly outstripping probably what's actually going on, how well and meticulously he and his team are planning and have been training to beat Fury. One thing Wilder has launched into the Gypsy King over is Fury bringing in veteran trainer Freddie Roach into his camp relatively late notice to assist his preparations, to be in his corner on fight night. And this is something that Wilder is taking to be a sign of nervousness.
If he's such this big guy, he can do all this shit, why he got to have so many trainers just for little me? Someone that just only got a right hand, someone that can't box, someone that's unorthodox, someone that don't go by the textbook. So when you start getting multiple training, for me, that seems nervous. That seems a bit of nervous behavior for me. Switching up, now you up in Big Bear. You couldn't even take Big Bear. You had to come back down because that was too much for you.
And certainly the aspect there about Big Bear, there's been a number of people asking, well, should have Tyson Fury tried to spend a bit more time at Big Bear? He's come down to sea level, but he hasn't gone back up. And he said that the altitude training has worked really well. And there has been a question from some, including in the recent comment sections, would it have served Fury to actually go back to altitude, even spending another week or 10 days up there? But, time will tell where his fitness and conditioning is at. In terms of the media call again, the inevitable question of will the winner on December 1st be the best in the heavyweight division? It came up, you knew it would, and Wilder, he was very happy to answer at length.
As far as I'm concerned, this right here would tell the world in the heavyweight division who's the best of the best, because I don't feel Joshua can beat me, nor can beat Fury, nor the second best heavyweight in the world, Ortiz. I personally, I got a strong opinion and a strong feeling about it. I don't feel that would have happened. He had two opportunities to prove to the world, not only just his country, but to the world that he's the best. Not only with me, but with Luis Ortiz. We already know the story, how they collected had that man over there fighting for Nessa like he was a clown, entertaining the people, promising him all types of shit. And then, one thing I hate is unfulfilled promises. Because I come from the era of unfulfilled promises. When people promise you things and it don't come to pass, and you just sitting there waiting. And you like, when it don't happen, you're like, wait, hold on. Wait. You said, but it don't happen. That's what they did with Ortiz. They was scared. They wanted to hold him so they wouldn't have to fight him. And that's just sad. That ain't showing you the best. I don't think he have the heart, the mentality to prove that he's the best. And if he does, his people don't. That's who run him. He don't run this shit like we thought it was.
Certainly there's going to be a hot debate among fans about whether the winner of this fight can be considered the best in the division. Certainly Anthony Joshua, he's got a claim to that, but the winner of this fight certainly could claim that as well. But my personal view is none of these heavyweights can claim to be the best in the division, the best of their generation, without fighting each other. It's kind of as simple as that. Beating Tyson Fury on December 1st, it won't necessarily be seen by all fans, certainly some fans, but not all fans, as being enough. People need to see Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight, and better yet, Fury and Joshua at some point too. Tyson Fury himself, when he was asked the exact same question in his media call, he said, look, the best will be determined once everyone fights each other. And I completely agree with that sentiment, because otherwise we just don't know. There will always be that question of, well, he could have beaten him, but they didn't fight each other. We just don't know until they get in the ring. And Wilder, he will certainly get a lot of credit for beating Tyson Fury, but he's not going to be revered by all fans for doing so, as many believe it is too soon for Tyson Fury, given his comeback is only 6 months old. So whatever happens, there's going to be some doubters that remain, some question marks, and no doubt the haters will still be there as well. But they can settle it all by making an undisputed fight. Whoever wins this one, if they really want to prove they are the best of their generation, let's just make that fight. It is there if everyone can get round the table, get a deal done. I hope they can do. It's not looking that optimistic though. But this video isn't about getting into all of that, because that issue, it's on ice right now. It can be revisited post December the 1st, once the dust is settled on the Wilder and Fury fight. And certainly Deontay Wilder, he's up for it. Tyson Fury as well, similarly confident. Who do you think is going to win this one? What did you make of Deontay Wilder's statements? very brash, very cavalier, very confident. And there was certainly an element of, he put on the preacher routine for this media call. The full 1 hour or 40 minutes or whatever it was is available elsewhere on YouTube, and you can seek that out. But certainly the persona for this was turned to the preacher, very confident. He is expecting to come through, deliver, and he says he will be the best in the world. What do you make of it? Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.